Hello everyone, welcome to Signatures. How are you? Good morning. Hi Rehan. Welcome brother. How are you? Rehan and Tasneem. Welcome. Good morning. How are you? Hi Zoe. Good morning everyone. Hello. Welcome dear Zoe. How are you? Hi Nidhi. Welcome Nidhi. Welcome. Hi Nidhi and Millie. Good morning. How are you? Hello, Bhavani. Thank you so much for joining. It is your beautiful name. Hi. Hello. Thank you so much, dear Harvest. What is your beautiful name? Hi, Ira. Welcome, dear. Perez. Hey, Perez. Perez podcast. Welcome, bro. How are you doing? Mubin. Hello, Mubin. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. You're most welcome. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome, dear Stephanie. Wacker. Hi. Hello, Amul Bhai. How are you? Good morning. Cynthia. Hello, dear Cynthia. Have a good day. It is a beautiful name. Like done. Thank you so much for liking. Evelyn. Hi, dear Evelyn. Welcome. Isa. Hello, dear Isa. Shakil. It is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, dear. It is your beautiful name. Achu. Hi, how are you? Fatima. Hello, Fatima. Good morning. Tukaram. Hi, such a unique name you have, bro. Thank you so much for joining. It is yours. Umer. Hello, Umer. Let me rewrite this for you. Umer. Hi, Umer. How are you? Jatin. Hi, Jatin. Welcome. Hesiant. Hello. Welcome. Viru. Hello, dear Viru. It is a beautiful name. Pedro. Hi, dear Pedro. How are you? Hamad. Hi, Hamad. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Lourdes. Hello. How are you? Hi, Kiara. Hello, dear Kiara. Welcome. Manjri. Hi Manjri ji, how are you? It is your beautiful name. Hasnan. Hi Hasnan. Welcome. Koncac. It is a beautiful name. Isa. Hello dear Isa. Welcome. Vanya. Hi Vanya. How are you? Have a good day. Ashmi. Hello dear Ashmi. Welcome. Samuel. Hi. How are you? Welcome. Anner. Hi dear Anner. It is a beautiful name. Chuzu. Hi. Welcome. Such a cute name you have. Hi Yumi. How are you? Hola. Hi. Botele. Hello dear. Botele. How are you? It is yours. Mariam. Hi Mariam. Thank you so much for joining. It is a beautiful name. Andrick. Hi Andrick. Welcome. Beautiful name is done. Yasmin. Hello dear Yasmin. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Boss. Hey boss. Welcome. Have a good day. Hi. Hola. Welcome. Okay. Thank you so much Amul bhai. Nadine. Hi Nadine. Welcome. Martina. Hello Martina. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Sharanya. Hi dear Sharanya. Welcome. It is yours. Nakib. Hello brother. How are you? Welcome. Thank you. You're most welcome dear. Hi. Okay, let's see who is our next subscriber. Ahmad. Hi Ahmad. Welcome. Thank you so much Amul bhai. Hola. Gracias. Faru. Hi Faru. Welcome. Chinu. Hello. How are you? Adrian. Hello dear Adrian. Welcome. Bushra. Hi dear Bushra. How are you? It is a beautiful name. Navya. Hi dear Navya. Welcome. Hiba. Hi Hiba. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. Sumbul. Hi dear Sumbul. How are you? Yanu. Hello dear Yanu. Welcome Akash. Hi dear Akash. It is a beautiful name. Me. What is yours? Hazel. Hi dear Hazel. How are you? Thank you so much. Claudio. Hi. Welcome dear Claudio. Jade. Thank you so much for joining dear Jade. Arya. Hello dear Arya. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Srija. Hi dear Srija. Welcome. Mian. Hi dear Mian. How are you? Phil. Hel- Oops. Sorry. My bad. Hello dear Phil. It is yours. Hey Katie. How are you doing today? Have a good day. Hi dear Katie. Let's see who is next. Jasmine. Hi dear Jasmine. Welcome. Khushi. Hi Khushi. Thank you so much for joining. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Lubhani. Hi Lubhani. Welcome. Here is yours. Hi Steve. Good morning. Okay, sorry guys, there is some noises coming from outside, so that's why I have to mute. Hi Steve, good morning brother. How are you doing? Hi Nasher, welcome. Sony, hi dear Sony, how are you? It is a beautiful name, Priya. Hi dear Priya, welcome. A B J A N U R. Hi, Abjanur, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, dear Cherry. Hi, dear Cherry, how are you? It is yours, Carl. Hello, Carl. Welcome. Good morning, Nitya. Hi. Nitya is here. Hello, dear Emmy. Welcome. Josh. Hi, dear Josh. How are you? Romano. Hello, dear Romano. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. May. Hi, May. How are you? ANKJE. Hello. Yeah, Suraj. Hi, Suraj. Welcome. Telepathy. Hello, brother. How are you? Welcome. Mayank. Hi, Mayank. It is a beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Sean. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Valeria. Hi, dear Valeria. How are you? It is a beautiful name. Koyal. Hi, Koyal. Welcome. Zavia. Hi, Zavia. Thank you for joining. Iksha. Hi, dear Iksha. Welcome. Avril. Hi, Avril. How are you? It is a beautiful name. Madhu. Hi, Madhu. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Simo. Hello, dear Simo. How are you? Imran. Hello, Imran. It is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Tajmeen. Hi, Tajmeen. Welcome. Victoria. Hi, dear Victoria. Welcome. Okay, M-A-N-N. Welcome, man. How are you? Sekuya. Hi. It is yours. Nate. Hi, dear Nate. How are you? Welcome. Okay, Danny. Hi. Welcome, dear Danny. Hifza. Hello, dear Hifza. How are you? Ulfia. Hello, dear Ulfia. It is your beautiful name. Hia. Hi, Hia. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, Sarah. Hi, dear Sarah. How are you? How was your Sunday? Oh, God, Steve, it's not that good. Hi, Fiyang. Welcome. How was yours? Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Shinaya. Shinaya or Shiana? Shiana. Hello, dear Shiana. How are you? Welcome. Sartaj. Hello, dear Sartaj. How are you? Yvonne. Hi. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screens and don't forget to subscribe. Hello, dear Paka. Welcome. And I'm sorry for you. Mine was really funny. Huh? So happy for you. It's okay, Steve. Hi, Latte. How are you? June is here. Hi, June. Welcome. Maycap. Hi. Jay. Hi, Jay. Welcome. Arvex. Hello, dear Arvex. S. No, X. Thank you so much, Arvex, for joining. Okay, honey. Hello. Welcome, Sharvani. Hello, dear Sharvani. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Milan. Hi, Milan. It is your beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Aya. Hi, Aya. What is your name? Jibril. Jeevan. Hi, Jeevan. Welcome. Ansh. Hi, Ansh. It is a beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Anaya. Hi, dear Anaya. Welcome. Jeevan. Hi, Jeevan. Welcome. Edgar. Hi, dear Edgar. How are you? It is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Annie. Hi, dear Annie. Welcome. Okay, let's see who is next. Oni. Hi, dear Oni. It is a beautiful name. Liz. Hi, Liz. Eva. Hi, dear Eva. Come on, guys. Please double tap on your screens and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Meredith. Hi. Welcome, Melissa. Hi, Melissa. How are you? It is your beautiful name. Okay. Hi. Nihara. Hi, dear Nihara. Welcome. Belen. Hey, Belen. How are you? It is your beautiful name. OMG, you spelled it right. Okay, thank you so much, dear. Hi, Luna. Welcome. I'm okay. How are you? I'm good too. Thank you so much for asking. Have a good day. Hey, Mona. Welcome. Hello, Mosem. Brother. How are you? Okay, Yajira. Hi, Yajira. Welcome. Yeah, very unique name. Maher. Hi, dear Maher. Welcome. Okay, Bauer. Hi. Welcome. Lena. Hi, Lena. How are you? Joel. Hi, dear Joel. Thank you so much for joining. Azmi. Hello, dear Azmi. Welcome. Tony. Hello, dear Tony. Welcome. LA. Hi, LA. Jackal. Hi, dear Jackal. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, dear Matt. How are you? Welcome back. Kylie. Hi, dear Kylie. It is your beautiful name. Reza. Hey, Reza. How are you? Welcome, Muskan. Hello, dear Muskan. It is your beautiful name. Amaya. Hi, Amaya. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hinata. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for joining, Imi. Hello, dear Imi. How are you? Jacqueline. Hey, dear Jacqueline. Welcome. Swara. Hi, dear Swara. It is your beautiful name. Next is Aisha. Hi, Aisha. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Oh, thank you so much, Stone. Means a lot, brother. Hey, Adhu. Welcome. Casey. And sorry, my bad. Let me rewrite. Zenaiahce. Okay, here is yours. Thank you so much for joining, Johnny. Hi, dear Johnny. How are you? Welcome, Michelle. Hello, dear. Your name is here. Thank you so much for joining. Neha. Hi, dear Neha. Welcome. How are you? Vishal. Hello, dear Vishal. Welcome. Hi, Sabkaji. Walaikum Salam. I am good. How about you? Thank you so much for asking. Hi, Rose. Welcome. Isha. Hi, dear Isha. Kiara. Hi, dear Kiara. Welcome. Noel. Hi, Noel. How are you? Ajay. Hi, Ajay. Welcome. Nim Amol. Okay. Let's see who is next. Sunny. Hi, Sunny. Welcome. Oh. Hi. Welcome. Catalina. Hello, dear Catalina. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. It is your beautiful name, Jimena. Thank you. Aditya. Hi, Aditya. Welcome. Saraswati. Hi, Saraswati. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Adi. Hi, Adi. Daisy. Hi, dear Daisy. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. Hi, Vakas. Welcome. Larry. Hi. Madiha. Hi, dear Madiha. Thank you so much for joining. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Savvy. Hi. Palak. Welcome, dear Palak. Have a good day. Hi. Ketellen. Hi, Cataline. How are you? Ovi. Hi, dear Ovi. Welcome. Yelis. Hi, Yelis. Welcome, dear. Rohit. Hi, Rohit. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screen and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Hi, Varsha. How are you? Hira. Hello, dear Hira. Welcome, Tamanna. Hi, dear Tamanna. Here is your beautiful name. Okay, let's see who is next. Shyam. Hi, dear Shyam. Welcome. Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Welcome, dear. Hijda. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Khadija. Hi, dear Khadija. How are you? Welcome. George. Hey, dear George. It is your beautiful name. Isa. Hi, Isa. Welcome. Sessa. Hi, dear Sessa. How are you? Ace. Hi. Welcome. Wasif. Hello, dear Wasif. It is your beautiful name. Josefa. Hi, Josefa. Welcome. Hi, hello. Hi, how are you? Kenyel. Hi. Mackie. Hello, dear Mackie. It is your beautiful name. Fizan. Hi, Fizan. Welcome. Appreciate. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Jado. Hi. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, dear. Guria. Welcome, dear Guria. It is your beautiful name. Martha. Okay, Matt. This is for you. Ima. Hello, dear Ima. Welcome. Sharon. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Okay, let's see who is next. Nemo. Hi, Nemo. Okay. Cook for you. Shashank. Hello, dear Shashank. Welcome. It is your beautiful name. Hadia. Hi, Hadia. Welcome. Okay. Paridi. Hi, dear Paridi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please make sure to double tap on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe. Hi, Yasmin. Welcome. Jenrae. Hi, Jenrae. How are you? Hello, Azan. Welcome. Okay, Tracy. Hi, dear Tracy. Here is yours, Ambreen. Thank you so much for joining, dear Ambreen. Here is your beautiful name. Okay, let's see who is next. Ruru. Hi, dear Ruru. Such a unique name you have. Hi, Fatima. Welcome, dear. Prajan. Hi, Prajan. How are you? Albert. Hi, dear Albert. Welcome. Inam. Hi. Abiha. Hello, Abiha. Thank you so much for joining. It is your beautiful name. Kay. Jenny. For you. Soham. Hi, Soham. How are you? Layla. Hello, dear Layla. How are you? Aditi. Hi, dear Aditi. It is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Ashutosh. Hi, Ashutosh. Welcome. It is yours. Thank you, Jojo. Hi. Welcome. Craig. Hello, dear Craig. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Sharwani. Hi. Welcome. Okay, Shivam. Hello, brother. How are you? It is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Koki. Hi. Liam. Hello, dear Liam. Welcome. Ansha. Hi, Ansha. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Welcome, dear. Thank you for joining. Mahia. Hello. How are you? Here is yours, Woozy. Hello, Woozy. Welcome. Sunday. Hi. Welcome. Liu. Hello, dear Liu. Welcome, Sabrina. Hi. My bad, sorry. Sabrina. Hi, dear Sabrina. Welcome. Dane. Hi, Dane. How are you? Seju. Hello, Seju. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Please double tap on your screen and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Hi, Caroline. How are you? Okay, Ali. Hello, Ali. Welcome. Binoy. Hi, Binoy. Here is yours. Sumu. Hi, dear Sumu. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Adiva. Hi. Welcome. Sagar. Hello, Sagar. It is your beautiful name. Camila. Hi, dear Camila. Camila or Camila? Oh, let me check. Camila. Hello, dear Camila. How are you? Livania. Hi. Welcome. It is yours. Arjun. Hello. Welcome. Vale. Hi, dear. K. Arvind. Hello, dear Arvind. Welcome. Sazid. Hi, Sazid. How are you? Mahu. Hello, Mahu. Zara. Hi, dear Zara. Welcome, Rohan. Hello, Rohan. How are you? Okay, you do. Hi. Welcome, Bhumi. Hi, dear Bhumi. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Pride. Hi, dear Pride. How are you? Arpit. Hello, Arpit. Welcome. Hassan. Hi, dear Hassan. It is your beautiful name. Victoria. Hi, dear Victoria. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Lipsha. Hi, dear Lipsha. How are you? Thank you. Alex. Hi, Alex. It is yours. Let's see who is next. Hi, dear Tasin. Welcome. Abir. Hi, dear Abir. It is your beautiful name. Mohi. Hi, Mohi. Welcome. K. Sachi. Or maybe Suchi. Hi. Welcome. Purnima. Hello, dear Purnima. Lemni. Purnima. Hi, dear Purnima. Welcome. Faha. Hi. Welcome. Zoya. Hi, Zoya. It is yours. Ria. Hi, dear Ria. Welcome. Haru. Hi. It is your beautiful name. Fabiha. Hello, dear Fabiha. Thank you so much for joining. Suraj. Hi, Suraj. Welcome. Santosh. Hi, Santosh. It is your beautiful name. Ramya. Hi, Ramya. How are you? Welcome. Sindhu. Hi. Welcome. Tadeo. Hello. How are you? Shifa. Hello, dear Shifa. Welcome. Okay, Peter. Hi, Peter. How are you? Welcome. Let's see who is next. Mahid. Hello, Mahid. Welcome. Subhash. Hi, Subhash. It is a beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Cass. Hi. Welcome, Haley. Happy birthday, dear Haley. Here is yours. David. Hi, David. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Pookie. Hi. Welcome. Sibahi. Hello, dear Sibahi. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Verga. Hi, Verga. How are you? Okay, Web. Hi. Webhov, I think. Welcome, Webhov. It is your beautiful name. Okay, Sachin. Hi, dear Sachin. Welcome. Myla. Hi, Myla. How are you? Lara. Thank you so much for subscribing, dear Lara. Let's see. Leila. Hi. Yes, Steve. Welcome. Sagar. Holly. Hello. How are you? Hia. Hi, dear Hia. Welcome. Natale. Nadalie. Welcome. Thank you so much, Steve. Asmin. Hi, dear Asmin. It is your beautiful name. Zoya. Hi, Zoya. How are you? Milan. Hi, Milan. Welcome. Manas. Hi, Manas. Welcome. Okay. Say, thank you so much for subscribing. Hi, Mahi. Thank you so much for joining. Usman. Hi, dear Usman. Welcome. Okay, Silky. Hi, dear Silky. How are you? Thank you, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Welcome, dear. Andile. Andile. Hi. Welcome. Lizzie. Hi, Lizzie. It is yours. Thank you so much for subscribing. Brushan, hi. What a unique name you have. Thank you so much. Sophia, hi Sophia. Welcome. Shama, hi. It is yours. Asmin, hi dear Asmin. Welcome. Maxine, hi dear Maxine. It is your beautiful name. Hadi, hi Hadi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining everyone. Please double tap on your screens. Zabeth, hi Zabeth, how are you? Hello, hi. Hey Ken, welcome. Zyla, hi dear Zyla, how are you? Hey Tony, hi dear Tony, welcome. Elena, hi Elena, how are you? Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, Krishna and Mamta. Okay, this is for you, and it is done at 37. Jimal, hi Jimal, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Monisha, hi dear Monisha, how are you? Tani, hi Tani, welcome. Kiera, why not dear? Here is yours. Shannon, hi dear Shannon, welcome. Kuldeep, hi Kuldeep, welcome. Here is yours. Ayush, hi Ayush, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Asif, thank you brother for subscribing. Rajan, hi dear Rajan, welcome. Kay, Rola, hi, welcome. Okay, let's see who is next. Felix. Hello brother, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Zia, hi Zia. Salsa, hi, welcome. Lucifer, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Faridhi, hi Faridhi. Here is a beautiful name. Okay, Patty. And the second one is Praifa. Praifa. This is for you. Thank you so much for joining. And it was done at 39. Addie. Hi dear Addie. Welcome. Queenie. Hi dear Queenie. How are you? Farm. Hello dear Farm. Welcome. Jaslim. Hi dear Jaslim. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Devansh. Hi Devansh. Welcome brother. Okay, Khushbu. Such a beautiful name you have. Hi Khushbu. Osita. Hello dear Osita. Welcome. Zabur. Hi. Welcome. Here is a beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining Awaz and Maftuna. Okay, here is yours. Sebastian, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Here is your beautiful name. Aisha, hi dear Aisha, welcome. Thank you so much for joining everyone. Please double tap on your screens and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Hi Lakshmi, how are you? Chip, hey, welcome. Leila Ali, okay, done. Hassan and Hijab. Hassan and Hijab. Welcome. It is done at 41. Oops, sorry. Parveen. Hi, dear Parveen. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining Santiago. Hi. Welcome. Miral is here. Hi, dear Miral. Welcome. Hi. MIOI. Welcome. Vay. Hi. It is yours. Hello, dear Leah. Welcome. Loris. Hello. How are you? Millie. Hi, dear Millie. Welcome. Mara. Hi, Mara. Welcome, dear. Thank you so much for joining. Ansar is here. Hi, Ansar. How are you? Manik. Hi, Manik. Welcome. Draco. Hi, Draco. Welcome. Okay, Parveen. It is yours and it is done at 42, dear. Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. Welcome. It is yours. Let's see who is next. Fatima. Hi, dear. Thank you so much for joining. Aisha. Hi. Welcome. Okay, Chavi. Hi, dear Chavi. It is a beautiful name. Aman. Hello, Aman. How are you? Welcome, Manisha. Hi, dear Manisha. Welcome. Imore. Hi, Imore. How are you? Have a good day. It is yours. Gotham. Hi, Gotham. Welcome. Nasser. Hello, brother. Thank you so much for joining. Junior. Hi. Welcome. Isa. Hello, dear Isa. It is a beautiful name. Vanya. Hi, Vanya. How are you? Welcome, Farhan. Hi, Farhan. Welcome, Riley. Hello, dear Riley. How are you? It is a beautiful name. Asia. Hi. Welcome, Ashton. Hello, Ashton. Welcome. Good. Oh, good to hear. Have a good day. Hi, Sabiha. Welcome, dear. KLYNDELLE. Welcome. Prakti, your name is done twice, dear. Shazmina. Hi, dear Shazmina. Welcome. Mehmet. Hello, dear Mehmet. It is yours. KIME. Hi. Welcome, Asu. Hi, dear Asu. Shazam. Hi, Shazam. How are you? My name is Vincent. Hello, dear Vincent. Beautiful name is done. Server. Hi, server. Welcome. How are you? Happy birthday, dear. Yamihle. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for joining. JEZELLE. Hi, Basil. Hello, dear Basil. How are you? Zia. Hi, dear Zia. Thank you so much for joining. Sai Lakshmi. Hi. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. KJEJES. Done for you. Malika. Hi, dear Malika. How are you? Welcome. Temur. Hi, Temur. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining, dear Temur. How are you? Jessica. Hello, dear Chesta. How are you? Varun. Hello, Varun. Welcome. Server. Hi. Welcome. Gufran. Hello, Gufran. Here is a beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Please double tap on your screens. Ira. Hi, dear Ira. Welcome. Okay, Anurag is here. Hi, Anurag. Anurag G. Welcome. Milana. Hi, Milana. How are you? It is yours. Okay, it's your hope. J. Hope. Rehan. Hi, Rehan. Welcome. Shafe. Hi, Shafe. How are you? Raja. Hi, Raja. Welcome. Kansa. Hi. How are you? Kelly. Hello, dear Kelly. Welcome. Happy. Hi, Happy. How are you? Stay happy always. Thank you so much for joining. Usman. Hi, Usman. Welcome. Afan. Hello, Afan. How are you? Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please make sure to double tap on your screen and don't forget to subscribe. Gina. Hi, dear Gina. Welcome. Vakas. Hi, Vakas. How are you? Hi, Ram. Welcome. Urel. Hi, Urel. How are you? It is yours. Thank you so much for subscribing, Ankit. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you for subscribing. Nirmal. Hi, Nirmal. How are you? Thank you. Okay. Reena. Reena wants a screenshot. Hi, dear Reena. Thank you so much for joining. Here is your beautiful name. And it is done at 49 minutes. Eva. Hi, Eva. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name. Nisha. Hi, Nisha. How are you? Sama. Hello. Here is your beautiful name. Dennis. Hi, dear Dennis. Welcome. Unique. Hi, Unique. Welcome. Abhishek. Hi, Abhishek. Oops. गलत लिखे ना spelling. Oh, let me check the spelling. So sorry. Abhishek. Hi, Abhishek. Thank you so much for joining. Casper. Hello. Welcome. Hi, Tyson. Have a good day. Thank you so much for joining, bro. Hi, Asia. Hello, Asia. Welcome. Okay, Melina. Hi, Melina. Welcome. Furkan. Hi, Furkan. Welcome, brother. Babar. Hi, Babar. Welcome. Temur. Hello, Temur. It is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Twinkle. Hi, Twinkle. How are you? Welcome. Emily. Why not, dear Emily? Your beautiful name is here. Thank you so much for joining. Afia. Hi, Afia. Welcome. It is yours. Hi, Yash. Welcome. Eldana. Hi, dear Eldana. Thank you so much for joining. Titi. Hello, hi. Okay, Maria. Hi, Maria. Welcome. Klohit. Okay, here is yours, Reda. Hi, Reda. Ima. Hello, Ima. Welcome. Okay, he's in. Welcome, Biko. Hi, Biko. How are you? Here is yours, Daniel. Hi. How are you? Hello. Hi. Nicholas. Hello, dear. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Selva. Hi, dear Selva. How are you? Bajo. Hello. Here is yours. Jude. Hi, Jude. I forgot the spelling. Jude. Hi. Welcome, Abhijit. Hello. How are you? Leela. Hi. Welcome, Alicia. Hello, Alicia. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screen and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Share. Hi, dear Share. Welcome. Here is your beautiful name, Pankaj. Hi, Pankaj. Welcome. Chandu. Hi. Welcome. Hi, Murad. How are you? Here is yours. Thank you. Oh, hi, Bano. How are you? Have a good day. Thank you so much for joining again, dear. So good to have you here again. Alvi. Hi, Alvi. Welcome. Haju. Hi. Here is yours. Kate. Hi, Kate. Welcome. Raja. Hi, Raja. How are you? Welcome. Gyro. Hello, Gyro. Welcome. Caitlyn. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Avir. Hi, Avir. Welcome. Nina. Hi, Nina. Here is yours. Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie. Welcome. Kazuha. Hi, dear Kazuha. Welcome. Gungun. Hi, Gungun. Welcome. Ryne. Let's see who is next. Yes, Anu bhai. I was drinking some water, so that's why. Hi, Alvina. Welcome. Zilola. Hi. Here is yours. Juhi. Hi, Juhi. Welcome. Habiba. Hello, dear Habiba. Here is yours. Hi, Manoj. Welcome. Bhavya. Hi, Bhavya. How are you? Furina. Hi, Furina. Welcome. Ismail. Hello. Welcome. Azad. Hi, Azad. Welcome. Ines. Hello. Nicole. Welcome, Nicole. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Rina. Hi, dear Rina. Welcome. Eunice. Hi, Eunice. Here is a beautiful name. Erickson. Hi, Erickson. How are you? Welcome. It is a beautiful name. Mecca. Hi. Emmalyn. Hi. Can you guys hear me now? Let me check. Oh, yes. Hey, Anas. Welcome. Tina. Hi, Tina. Shahid. Hi, Shahid. Welcome. Parth. Hello, Parth. How are you? Please don't spam. Messi. Hi, Messi. Welcome. Okay. Thank you. You're most welcome. Lorik. Hi, dear Lorik. How are you? Samir. Hi, Samir. Welcome. Fatima. Hi, Fatima. How are you? Thank you so much for joining, dear. Kassidee. Hi, Meghna. Hi, Meghna. Welcome. Akshita. Hi, Akshita. Here is yours. Welcome. Amit. Hi, Amit. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please make sure to double tap on your screen and don't forget to subscribe. Hi, Mary. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, Adeline. Oh, Adeline. Hi. Such a unique name. Marilyn. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? Welcome. Jivika. Hi, Jivika. Welcome. Alige. Hi. It is yours. Aileen. Hi, I'm from Indonesia. Oh, hello. Good to hear. What is your beautiful name, dear? Thank you so much for joining. Bella. Hello, dear Bella. How are you? Nusifo. Hi, Nusifo. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Tasky. Hello. Hey, Ankita. Hi, Ankita. Welcome. Nora. Hi, Nora. It is yours. Hey, Akil. Hi. Adrienne. Welcome, Adrienne. How are you? Here is your beautiful name. Bahar. Hi, dear Bahar. Welcome. Alia. Hi. Come on, guys. Double tap on your screens. Do like the live. And don't forget to subscribe. Anoop. Hi, Anoop. Welcome. Ovia. Hi. Welcome. Nehir. Welcome. Adele. Hi, Adele. Harshita. Hi, dear Harshita. How are you? Monique. Hello, dear Monique. It is your beautiful name. Hi Iman dear, how are you? Hey dear cat, welcome. Dia, hi, welcome. Okay, let's see who is next. Who is next? Brenda. Hi dear Brenda, how are you? Welcome. Miriam, welcome. Okay, let's see who is next. Gungun. Hi dear Gungun. Welcome. Hamir. Hi Hamir. How are you? San. Hello San. Welcome. Sophia. Hi Sophia. Rack. Hey dear Rack. How are you? Kay Ada. Hi dear Ada. Charlotte. Hi dear Charlotte. Welcome. It is a beautiful name. Tanish. Hi dear Tanish. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Kalai. Hi. Welcome. Okay, Adam. Hello, Akshita. Hello, Akshita dear. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Yasser. Hi, Yasser. Welcome. Oh, this person is not rushing, I think. Isa. Hello, dear Isa. Welcome. KBP Yon. Hi. Welcome. MKOSY. Hi. Thomas. Hi, Thomas. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Ishara. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. JOYCELYN. Hi, Jocelyn. How are you? Welcome. Hi, Leah. Thank you so much for joining. Nico. Hi, Nico. How are you? Let's see who's next. Xenia. Hi, Xenia. Welcome. Nico. Hi. CHALAPADHI. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Lily, hi Lily. It is yours. Daniel, hi dear Daniel. How are you? K. William, hi William. Welcome. Thank you so much. Franti, hi. Welcome. It is yours. Yenuka, hi Yenuka. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for subscribing, dear Kiara. It is a beautiful name. Nasrin. Hi, Nasrin. Welcome. Yarek. Hey, Yarek. Welcome. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Ajua. Hi. Welcome. Kay. Ophelia. Ophelia. Hi, Ophelia. How are you? Fatima. Hi, Fatima. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Jelu. Hi. Welcome. Agnes. Hello. It is a beautiful name. Lawrence. Hi, Lawrence. Thank you so much for joining. Nida. Hi, Nida. Thank you for the compliment, dear. It is a beautiful name. Umar. Hi, dear Umar. Welcome. KPRASITTHI. Welcome, dear Divyanshi. Hi, Divyanshi. How are you? Layla. Hi, Layla. Welcome. Daylan. Hi. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screens. MUADC. Hi. Mods. Welcome. Heather Ali. Welcome, Heather Ali. It is your beautiful name. Oh my god, Steve. What are you saying, man? Adrian. Hi, dear Adrian. Welcome. Anuti. Hi. Welcome. Rebecca. Hi, dear Rebecca. It is a beautiful name. Anoop. Hi, Anoop. How are you? Thank you so much, dear Nida. So sweet of you. Hi, John. Welcome. Rani. Hello, dear Rani. It is a beautiful name. K. Adan. Hi, Adan. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Sakib. Hi, dear Sakib. Welcome. Thank you so much, Steve. Hi, Isaac. I really appreciate that. Hey, Isaac. Welcome. Nikhil. Hi, dear Nikhil. It is your beautiful name. Montez. Hi, Montez. Such a unique name. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Hansika and Mahi. Hansika. Let me check the spellings. And Mahi. Okay. It is yours. Hi, Vaibhav. Welcome. It is a beautiful name. Malak. Hi, Malak. Welcome, brother. Okay. Agne. Hi, dear Agne. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Lukman. Hi, Lukman. Welcome. John V. Hi, dear John V. Isma. Hello, Isma. Welcome. Deepa. Hi, dear Deepa. Welcome. Yadnika. Wait. Yadnika. Eaten means eaten. Eaten. Okay. Suhas. Hi, Suhas. Welcome. Naila. Hi, Naila. Welcome, dear. You are the sweetest. Thank you. Ratin is here. Hello, dear Ratin. Mina. Hi, dear Mina. How are you? Hina. Mina and Hina. Wow. Such a rhyming names. Welcome, dear Hina. Let's see who is next. Anastasia. Hi. Welcome. Let me drink some water. Thank you so much for your patience. Sanabria. Sanabria. Wow, such a unique name you have. Jacob. Hi, dear Jacob. How are you? Thank you so much for the compliment. I really appreciate your love and support, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Wafa, hi dear Wafa. Welcome. Ahmad. Hello Ahmad. Vic. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Pavni, hi. Here is yours. Okay, Alia. Hi Alia. Welcome. Cian. Hi dear Cian. How are you? Okay. CHAN. Here is yours. Let's see who is next. Nawaz. Hi Nawaz. How are you? Welcome Sneha. Hi dear Sneha. Thank you so much for joining. Hi Rohit. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Tarun. Hi Tarun. How are you? Okay. Reda. Hi. Ayushi. Hi Ayushi. I am good Rohit. How about you? Welcome Simon. Hi dear Simon. How are you? Soft. Hi Soft. Welcome. Okay, that's right. Oh, not like the S. For you, dear. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Manju. Hi, dear Manju. Welcome. Hi, Khatija. Welcome back. Here is yours. Roman. Hi, Roman. Welcome. Thank you so much. What is your beautiful name? Kisan. Hi. Sajal. Hi, Sajal. Welcome. Vishesh. Hi, Vishesh. Welcome, brother. Natik. Hello. Welcome. Harshit. Hi, Harshit. Here is yours. Welcome. Grox. Hi, dear Grox. Welcome. V. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining, dear Samya. Here is your beautiful name. Milan. Hello. Muhammad. Thank you so much, brother, for joining. Here is your beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Stolina. Hi, Stolina. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. KSYAHRUL. Welcome. Fine, thanks. You're most welcome, dear. Have a good day. Ananya. Hi, Ananya. Welcome. Azan. Hi, brother. Thank you for joining. Tushar. Hi, Tushar. Welcome. Hassan. Hassan and boy? Okay, this is for you. EUCEBIO. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Anam. Hi, dear Anam. Welcome. Okay, let's see who is next. NDALO. Hi. Hello, Carmen. Welcome. Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn. It is a beautiful name. Kundana. Hi. Welcome. Okay. Hi Grox, how are you? Nade, hello, welcome. Zainab, hi Zainab, welcome dear. Thank you so much for joining. Eloisa, hi dear Eloisa, how are you? Nellen, hi Nellen, welcome. Huru, hi dear Huru, here is yours. Narendra, hi. Come on guys, double tap on your screens and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Thank you. You're most welcome. Shazia, hi dear Shazia. Welcome. Giulia. Hi. Welcome. Tanu, hi dear Tanu. It is yours. Ashok. Hello Ashok. How are you? Russell. Hi. Welcome. Jay. Hi, Jay. Yahya. Hello, dear Yahya. Welcome. Gaurav. Hi, Gaurav. Alexander. Hi, Alexander. How are you? Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Please double tap on your screens. Do like the live. Serdar. Hi. Welcome. Let's see. No. Nikshita. Oh, Nikshita. Hi. Welcome. Rashi. Hi, Rashi. It is yours. Let's see who's next. Seval. Seval. Hi. Welcome. Harsh. Hello, Harsh. How are you? You're from Uzbekistan. Oh, good to hear. Tahira. Have a good day, dear. Welcome. Let's see who. Katrina. Welcome. Here is yours. Let's see who is next. Kirti. Hi, dear Kirti. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Love Bush. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Subhan. Hello, Subhan. How are you? Ben. Hi, Ben. Farzana. Hi. Anas. Welcome. Zan. Don't use Devash. Hi Devash. Welcome. Thanks. Sela. Hi Sela. Khazina. Hi dear Khazina. Welcome. Pramila. Hi. It is a beautiful name. Let's see who is next. Sad. Hi. Welcome. Hi Iman. Welcome. Shams. Hello Shams. How are you? Hi Musab. Welcome. Hansir. Hi. How are you? Hi Nila. Welcome. OB. Oh my god, brush is not brushing. Let me change. Ajri क्या होता है? Ajri. What is Ajri? Aldir. Hi. Raja. Hi Raja. Hello. Welcome. Shima. Hi Shaima. Welcome. Ihazima. Such a unique name. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. Vanshika. Hi dear Vanshika. Welcome. Nimesh. Hi Nimesh. Here is yours. Didn't care. Hello dear didn't care. How are you? Welcome. Rima. Hi. Welcome. Khazina. Hello dear Khazina. Here is your beautiful name. Helen. Hi dear Helen. Come on guys, double tap on your screens. Do like the live and don't forget to subscribe. Let's see who is next. Kosalai. Hi. Welcome Khalid. Hi Khalid. Here is yours. Inara. Hi dear Inara. Welcome. Waleed. Hi Waleed. Welcome. William. Hi William. It is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Vasu. Dave. Hello. How are you? Dodomu. Hi. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Cristiano. Okay. Cristiano. Welcome, dear. Hi, Shelley. How are you? Shelley. Hi, dear Shelley. Zoro. Hi, Zoro. Welcome. Yes, Amal Bhai. Sujit. Hello, dear Sujit. It is a beautiful name. Yulisa. Hi. Welcome. Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Advita. Hi, Advita. Welcome. Hello. Hi. What is your beautiful name? Hi, dear Shaka. How are you? Vernica. Hi, Vernica. Welcome, dear. Let's see who is next. Jyoti. Hi, dear Jyoti. Welcome. Nakib. Hi, dear Nakib. Welcome. Chaitanya. Hello. How are you? Have a good day. It is your beautiful name. Nyein. Welcome. Amber. Hi, dear Amber. Welcome. Asmita. Hi, Asmita. How are you? Hi. Hi, Nafis. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screens and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Luana, hi. Welcome. Giselle. It is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining again, dear. Let's see who is next. Travis. Hi, Travis. How are you? Oracle. Hi. Thank you. Denisa. Hi, Denisa. Welcome. What am I? Okay, Monica. Hi, dear Monica. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Kotak. Hi, Kotak. Here is your unique name. Luffy. Hey, Luffy. Welcome. Okay, let's see who's next. Nasrin. Hi. Welcome. Asar. Hello. How are you? Dapper. Hi, Dapper. Welcome. Eh, it's okay. Best of luck for your exams, Amul bhai. Faye. Hi, Faye. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Nazo. Hi, dear Nazo. Lisa. Syrie. Welcome. Velona. Hello, dear Velona. Welcome. Here is yours. Come on, guys. Double tap on your screens. Do like the live and don't forget to subscribe. Shobana. Hi, dear Shobana. Welcome. Thank you. Sajid. Hello, dear Sajid. Welcome. Ishan. Hi, Ishan. Welcome. What about you, Mozum bhai? Yo. Hi. You're the same Edward or the different one? Akriti. Hi, Akriti. Welcome. Welcome. Here is yours. Mia. Hi, Mia. Welcome. Mia and Sia. Hello, dear. Welcome. Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. Let's see who is next. No, okay. Medina. Hi, Medina. Oops. Sorry. Let me rewrite this. Thank you so much for joining. Morgan. Hi, Morgan. How are you? Janvi. Hi. Sayam. Welcome, Sayam. How are you? Missy. Hi, dear Missy. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my god. Amul bhai. Hello, dear Kaji. Welcome, Afan. Hi, Afan. How are you? ना मैंने नहीं दिया आपने दिया है Abhishek. Hi, Abhishek. Welcome, brother. Thank you so much for joining. Alex. Hey, dear Alex. How are you? Poito. Joss. Hello, dear Joss. Gufran. Hi, Gufran. Welcome. RESMEE. Welcome. Ready. Hi. Ready. You're from Tamil Nadu. Sophia. Hello, Sophia. Abdullah. Hi, Abdullah. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screen to like this live and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, Abdullah, for joining. Let's see who's next. Mohan. Hi, Mohan. Hello. Hi. Rehan. Hi, Rehan. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Sophia. Hi. Welcome. Oh, let's pray for her. May God give her a quick recovery. Sajal. Hi, Sajal. Tayyaba. Hi, dear Tayyaba. How are you? It is your beautiful name. Okay, okay, Sayam. With double Y or single? Let me check. Double Y. Let me change the brush. Thank you so much, Sayam, for joining. Robert. Hi, Robert. Welcome. Rishna. Hi, dear Rishna. How are you? Shri. Hello, dear Shri. Welcome. Mahisha. Oh no. Mahisha, yes. Hello, dear Mahisha. It is your beautiful name. Favor. Hi, Favor. How are you? Welcome. Kelly. Hi, dear Kelly. Khan. Hello. Shraddha. Hi, dear Shraddha. Welcome. Zoe. Hi, Zoe. How are you? Myra. Hi, Myra. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please make sure to double tap on your screen and don't forget to subscribe. Muslima. Hi, Muslima. It is your beautiful name. Jason. Hi, dear Jason. How are you? Welcome. Parivesh. Hi, Parivesh. Welcome. Eden. Hi, dear Eden. Here is yours, Khushi. Hello, Khushi. Welcome, Bhavi. Hi, dear Bhavi. It is your beautiful name. Don't forget to double tap. Lourdes. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Amber. Hi, dear Amber. Welcome. Asta. Hi, Asta. Naya. Hi, dear Naya. Welcome. Servinos. Hello. Welcome. Okay, Maria. Hi, Maria. Have a good day, dear. Thank you so much for joining. Bella. Hi, dear Bella. Iora. Hi. Let's see who's next. Nimisha. Hello, dear Nimisha. Welcome. Kay Hasna. Hi, Hasna. Welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, Amul bhai. Piyaga. Hi, Piyaga. How are you? Monique has done now. I forgot. Hi, Monique. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Please double tap on your screen and don't forget to subscribe. Hi, dear Eamon. Welcome. Another Anas. Hi. Hey, Steve. How are you? Welcome. Jua. Hi. Oh, Usman. Hello. Okay, let's see who's next. Sufyan. Hi, Sufyan. Welcome, brother. Julie. Hi, Julie. सब्जी बना रही है मेरी मम्मा. Joyce. Hi, Joyce. उसकी आवाज़ है. Denisa. Hi, dear Denisa. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. No, it is a beautiful name. Hamid. Hi, Hamid. Welcome. Faiza. Hi, dear Faiza. Welcome. संयम हो गया है संयम भाई. Jaleel. Hi, Jaleel. Welcome. I'm good. Oh, good to hear you, dear. Have a good day. Hey, Mukesh. Welcome. Nipun. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Please double tap on your screens and don't forget to subscribe. Hi, dear George. How are you? Milo. Hi, Milo. Diamond. Hello, dear. Here is your beautiful name. Alia. Hi, Alia. Welcome. Akash. Hi, dear Akash. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Milo is done, na? Iana. Hi, dear Iana. Welcome. Another Iman or the same? Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Dipesh. Hi, dear Dipesh. Welcome, Sumati. Hi, dear Sumati. How are you? Welcome, Kiwi. Hi, Ursula. Hello, dear Ursula. Welcome. No, bye. He'll be back after 1 minute. Fatima. Hi, Fatima. Welcome. Kadachala. Hi, Darshini. Welcome, dear. How are you? Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screens and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Hi, Fahad. Welcome. Shania. Hi, dear Shania. Here is your beautiful name. Gautam. Hi, Gautam. Welcome. Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Welcome. Nimesh. Hi, Nimesh. Here is yours. Tamanna. Hi, Tamanna. Welcome. Lorena. Hi, Lorena. No, E double N. My bad. Let me rewrite this. Lorena. Thank you so much for joining, dear Lorena. Come on, guys, double tap on your screens. Hi, Kantika. Welcome, dear Kantika. Here is your beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Nikusha, hi. Welcome. Dale. Hi, dear Dale. Hi, welcome back, Tyson. Yeah, all is well. Thank you so much for joining again. Shivani. Hi, Shivani. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Hyyerim. Beautiful name. Harem, I think. Hi. Welcome. How are you? Yes. Amol bhai, yes. Hi, Snow. Let's see who is next. Murshida. Hello, dear Murshida. How are you? Welcome. It is a beautiful name. Andrew. Hi, dear Andrew. Welcome. Shifana. Hi, Shifana. Here is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Harsh. Hi, Harsh. Welcome. Thank you. Let's see who is next. Bali. Hi, Bali. Welcome, Catherine. Hello, dear Catherine. Welcome. Sueda. Hi, wait for a minute, guys. Okay. Hi, Nida. Welcome. Noor. Hi, Noor. Kaylee. Hi, dear. How are you? Brayden. Hi, dear Brayden. It is a beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Max. Hi, dear Max. Welcome. Hadia. Hi, Hadia. Welcome. Hadia and Bahia. Hello, big guy. Aradhya. Hi, dear Aradhya. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Novelyn. Hey, Novelyn. Thank you so much for subscribing, dear. Hi. Hi. Okay. Here is yours. Maria. Welcome, dear. Ula. Hi, Ula. Hey, Manifest. Welcome back. Here is your beautiful name. Adya. Hi, dear Adya. Welcome. Sumaira. Sumai. Hi, dear Sumaira. Welcome. Jonah. Hi, Jonah. How are you? Let's see who is next. Sansa. Hi. How are you? Let's see who is next. Shodivyona. Okay, this is for you. Thank you so much for joining. Diksha. Hi, dear Diksha. Welcome. Nailu. Hi, Nailu. Welcome. Big guy. Okay, Shamim. Hi, Shamim. How are you? Sabina. Hi, Sabina. Welcome, dear. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please double tap on your screen and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Anil is here. Hi, Anil. Welcome. Let's see who is next. Kavi. Hi, dear Kavi. GRNO. Alia. Hi. Manu. Hello. Don't spam. Please don't spam. Let's see who is next. Mande. Welcome. Inaya. Hi, dear Inaya. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see who is next. Amira. Hi, dear Amira. Welcome. Raman. Hi. Trinity and Taslima. Trinity. Taslima. Okay, dear Trinity, it is yours. Thank you so much for joining. Daryl. Darry. Daryl or Daryl? Daryl. Hi, Daryl. Welcome. Glekoro. Hi. Let's see who is next. Eunice. Hello. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. Abdul or Abul? Let me check. Abul S. Abul As. Hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Mohit. Hello, Mohit. How are you? Kill his kind. His kind. Thank you so much. Larox. Hi, dear Larox. How are you? Ayan. Hi, Ayan. Welcome. Ravi. Hi, Ravi. First time, yes or not? What? What are you asking? I didn't see your comment. I just missed, I think. Hi, Pala. Ira. Hi, Ira. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Please double tap on your screens. Joe Warlin. Joe Warlin. Yes. Hi, dear Joellen. How are you? Ellen. Hi, Ellen. Thank you so much, Trinity. You're most welcome. Let's see who is next. Thank you, Nitin. Hi, Nitin. How are you? Marianne. Hello, Marianne. Welcome. Prajwal. Hi, Prajwal. How are you? Mars. Hi, Mars. Oh, manifest is done. Alia is done too. Zahida. Hi, Zahida. Welcome, dear. Aiden. Hi, dear Aiden. Here is yours. Gokul. Hi, Gokul. How are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Simle. Hi. Here is yours. Let's see who is next. Oh, E. Hi. Jenica. Hi, dear Jenica. Welcome. DIAZ. Hi. Fatima. Hello, Fatima. Welcome. Let me write this for you. Thank you so much for joining. Loresima. Hi. Palak. Hi, Palak. Welcome. Hey, dear Linda. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. You can speak in Korean. Oh, good to hear. Let's see who is next. Chitya. Hi. Okay, let's see. SUKABLYAD. Thank you so much for joining. Akila. Thank you for subscribing, dear Akila. Sarkas. Hello. Dia. Hi, dear Dia. Welcome. Nikhil. Hi, Nikhil. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please double tap on your screens. Don't forget to subscribe. Hi, dear Jack. Welcome. Mahesh. Hi, Mahesh. Here is a beautiful name. Malika. Hi, Malika. Welcome. Anaya. Hi, dear Anaya. How are you? FELPS. Hi. Goksan. Hello, dear Goksan. How are you? Samantha. Hi, dear Samantha. Thank you so much for joining. Here is your beautiful name. Please double tap on your screen. Lakshay. And don't forget to subscribe. Hi, Lakshay. How are you? EFTALYA. Hi. Thank you. Let's see who is next. Anna. Trinity, where are you from, dear? Hi, Anna. Because you can speak many languages. Hi, Yakub. How are you? Jennifer. Jennifer. Hi. Thank you so much. Today. Hello. Come on, guys. Double tap on your screens and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Hi, Murad. Welcome. Hi. Murad is done. Thank you so much for joining. Leah. Hi, dear Leah. Welcome. KTSHIAMO. Welcome. Thank you so much, Tyson. Are you calling me sister. Thank you. Sanu. Hi, Sanu. I appreciate. Hi, Milena. Welcome. George. Hey, dear George. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, calling you Ishal's sister. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much, brother Tyson. Can I call you, bro? Hi. Dessert is done. Dikshita. Dikshita. Welcome. Steve, are you here, brother? Thank you so much, Dikshita, for joining. Here is a beautiful name. क्यों नहीं चाहते मुझे एकदम से हैरानी हुई है कोर्स मैं चाहती हूँ हाय केट मैं पहली दफा सिस्टर बोला ना I'll be your New Zealand brother if okay yeah why not Mary hi Mary welcome oops there is an stand hola translator where is our translator hi TJ welcome here is yours thank you so much for joining done okay thanks bro hey Lala welcome ANGSI Kate wants a screenshot okay KEITH welcome dear Kate here is your beautiful name if you want a screenshot go for it now or you can watch my live later 1:58 your time hi dear Abhi welcome Hadi hi Abhi hi Abhi welcome you're most welcome dear अभी के बाद में कौन सा नाम पड़ा है भूल गया है मुझको Evelyn hi dear Evelyn welcome Hadi oh हाँ Hadi बोला था मैंने hi Hadi thank you so much for joining Vanshian hello Roshni hello Roshni how are you come on guys please double tap on your screens Wonders hi Wonders how are you thank you sis मैं चाहता हूँ आप मेरा नाम लिखें मैं अपने पापा के मोबाइल से और मेरा नाम Jane है hi dear Jane thank you so much for joining bro here is your beautiful name can you name a car for an edit okay Mursal hi welcome thank you so much for joining Asif hi Asif welcome Radhika hi dear Radhika thank you so much for joining it is your beautiful name Varun hi Varun welcome Ayub hi Ayub BMW M4 Ram Hadid Faraz Small okay thank you so much for joining brother here is yours come on guys double tap on your screens do like the live and don't forget to subscribe if you want a screenshot then it is done at 2 oh god Piyush is here hi Piyush wanted to ask me a question okay it's time to end the stream thank you so much for your presence everyone Sapna hi dear Sapna here is your beautiful name thank you so much Olivia Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Please make sure to double tap on your screens and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Hi, dear Catherine. I'll be back after 1 hour. Till then, take care. Hey, don't name a card, name an enemy for an array. I, I don't watch anime, so I can't. Sorry. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, last but not the least, Jack. Thank you so much, Jack, for joining with your signature style, bro. Bye, guys. I don't know. You seem. Thank you so much for joining, and Muslim Bhai, I will see you. Bye. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye. Take care.